Hey guys, Alexa here. My goal right now is to help you reach your Success Club. I've reached Success Club every month since I started coaching, and I want to do the same for you. I've heard a few people when they're talking about how they first initially talk to people, they really talk about themselves and as to what they do and what the business is about. Do not mention anything about you. That's my number one rule when I'm talking to people for the first time. Do not say anything about you. Do not focus on you. Do not say, oh, thank you for liking my page. No, nothing about yourself. Focus on that person you're messaging. That is my number one. That's a big rule. First and second rule. Do not talk about yourself. Focus on this person. Constantly focus. People love attention and they want more and more and more. So give it to them. So I keep the first message very simple and very short. Hey, how's it going? What are you doing? Where are you these days? Are you still at this job? Are you still living in town? That's it. Send it. Goodbye. Don't even worry about it. That's it. I want to say 90% of the time, people are going to message you back. And they most likely message you back with the answers to your question. And then also will reply back, what are you up to these days? Okay. So first, their first initial response to your questions leaves it open for you to ask more questions to get to know them and build that relationship. And then their question to you, what are you up to these days? How are you doing? Leaves it open for you to answer, I'm an online fitness coach. That is it. You don't go into your details of you being a Beachbody coach. You don't mention Beachbody. You don't mention your fitness page. You just say you're an online fitness coach. You can explain, I motivate and keep people accountable, and I love what I do, and I love helping people reach their goals. And that's usually as far as I will go with that message, and then send it off. The third message that they usually respond back to would be responding back to your questions that you've written to them because you want to get to know them even more to build that relationship. And then most likely they'll be like, oh, an online fitness coach? What is that? Or they will be like, oh yeah, I keep seeing your posts online. I love it. What do you do exactly? Or I wish I could be doing that. Or like, oh, I'm jealous of you. I wish I can work out like that. That gets the ball rolling for you to respond and tell them a little bit more about what you do. Actually, it gets you to be able to invite. This is where you're going to start to invite. You built that relationship and now you can invite them. So you don't full out say, oh, hey, well, you know what? If you want to do it, I have a challenge group and you can come join me. No. You want to leave it open for them to think it was their idea and they really wanted to do it. So I usually say, which is actually on the Beachbody in your coach office, coach online office. It's the 5-step to invitation guide from the Beachbody. They wrote this one, and it's step number 1, the invite. I follow this one every time because it's open and it doesn't leave them with pressure on them. So this is what it says. I don't know if this is something for you or not, but I was hoping you can help me. I'm looking for 5 new people who want to get started losing weight over the next, it says 21, 30, 60, 90 days. I usually say 30 because that's how long my challenge groups are. And I was wondering if you know anyone that might be interested. So that leaves them with no pressure on them because you're like, oh, well, kind of, if you don't want to do it, maybe you have a friend, and everyone has a friend that wants to get fit and healthy. So most likely they'll say, oh, well, it's not really for me, but I have a friend that might be looking, or I'll check around for you and see. So that kind of gives them, it kind of puts it in their head, and they might look for someone. And most of the time that I've put this in, most people are like, this message, they'll usually say, oh, well, me, I want to do it. So it gives them the opportunity to. So look that on your coach online office, the 5-step to invitation guide. It's great. I usually just follow that one message that Beachbody has. You can also, the next one that I follow is our in our coach connection group in the files. Check that out. Our coach did a really great job on that one. I follow that one. And then that kind of gets the ball going when they say, well, me. And then you're like, oh, great, I'm glad you're interested in. Can I ask you a few questions? And then that's it. That's all you have to do. That's how we get the ball rolling. So don't be afraid, and focus on them. That's key. Don't focus on yourself. Do not bombard them with so much information. Okay, so I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, let me know, and take care.